The question is, what does he not bring?
What don't I bring?
He's not bringing the bass today.
Today I've switched to the shaker, so I'm bringing...
You are our resident shaker man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to completely rethink my career after playing this shaker. I'm not even going to play bass anymore. I don't know, I have a lot of experience. I mean, I don't think I know everything, but I've made a lot of mistakes and done a lot of great things with my career, so if I see someone doing something that I know is, oh, maybe you want to change that, or that's a bad way to do it, that's a waste of time, I can offer the suggestion.
Mistakes are always good.
Yeah, no, mistakes are great, but a lot of, like, as far as, just the everyday.
It would be quite a boring life if you would lead it without any mistakes.
Oh, I've made
the most fun things that we end up doing is when we end up
everything I've ever done that's fun has been a colossal mistake.
Some of the smartest people at the table are the people who've made the most mistakes.
Yeah, like me.
Because you learn from them. It really, and if you're not willing to go out there and make mistakes, then you're not willing to succeed. Right. I think, because you have to always sort of jump off that cliff, and put yourself out there. I think being an artist, anything in life, but if you're not willing to do that and take that risk, then you're not going to create good stuff.
That's
Definitely.
true. And Neil, what do you think? How much of being part of this band has changed you? Heavy question.
Well, I wouldn't be in Pakistan for sure.
Yes.
And loving it, hopefully.
Yeah. I've actually been playing much more on the guitar now. I've been playing mostly the keyboards for the past couple of years.
True.
But
back to
this
rock.
would be my first instrument, and it's been super just fun.
You've
Not
been
the
quite
kind that
quite
we've
the
been talking
name on the
all
LA
this, like,
electronic
fun,
music scene, right?
Yeah, Neil loves his electronic music.
I love
Yeah.
electronic stuff for sure. It's that's another thing, but I mean it's completely different.
It's always nice to
But
get back.
maybe I think sometime down the line you'll probably introduce that into the whole band
I would
dynamics as
love-
well.
I've been thinking of that. I haven't
Yeah.
had a talk with him about it, but I've been thinking.
We need to sit down and have a talk, man. We need to have a talk about this electronic thing.
Yeah, we do though.
About that electronic thing.
Yeah. No, I think it would be really cool to have.
Do remember that I had the royalty rights to that because I'm the one who gave you the idea
Yes,
right
you
now.
did.
So
Five-
yeah, I want
She
my
gets
commission.
points.
She's an executive producer.
She wants points.
I get my brownie points and I
Yeah.
get my money.
We'll take care
No
of
more
you.
donuts for all of you until I get it.
Cut the
But-
check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
so
check.
we might have a little bit of electronic music coming into Blood Moon Therapy's songs as well later on
some
in the
point.
future. At some point, we've got the Shaker Man doing his thing and obviously being
Well,
doing the
I'm
bass.
onto a whole nother level with the shaker. I mean, this is a whole new world.
And Chris, what are you like? You described to me what an average jamming session with a band would be like. Like, is it? Yeah, I know.
I think we jammed before as a band during rehearsal and stuff, and it's it usually starts with like a guitar riff, or a bass riff, and then we'll start playing the drums, and then Mike is really good about improvising and feeding off of the energy that we do. So it's just it's just basic element like a guitar riff or a bass riff, and then fill it in with some drums and and take it from there. I think it's pretty simple, but it's really just about feeling, and you just have to feel it out. There's really no structure. You don't have to follow any certain format or anything. It's just really kind of going off of the feeling that you have while you're playing that particular piece of music. So
Yeah,
it's pretty
putting
fun.
some heart into it and
Yeah.
putting it out there and seeing what the other boys add to it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
because
Mike always
see-
brings a lot of energy too,
Yeah.
which is nice.
It really does.
No, I'm
you
sure
guys
every
are
single
so
one of
sweet.
you, because like you're doing the show with me live, and it's what now 11:21 on the dial right now. You came in at 9:30, and to perform this well this early in the morning, it's commendable. I mean, for you it might be midnight, but for us it's way early in the morning, and to rock it out literally in a studio where you have obviously cramped space and you've got new equipment all around. You're still trying to figure it out. One thing that really screams out loud is the band loves to play together, and you guys have this sort of let's just say I don't want to say friendship because that just sounds too.
I hate these guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the minute we leave, I'm totally out of here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, we all get along really well.
How about this? How about, do you think chemistry might be the right? That's too tight, huh? No, yeah, okay. Let's
That's
see.
going the wrong
What are
way
you
then.
thinking, though?
I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, it's definitely working
You
for you
are
guys.
quite the comedian, aren't
No,
you?
but there is a
I'm feeding
connection.
off you guys right now. You've got quite the sense of humor. But already learning our national anthem, what do you think you're going to be taking back from Pakistan when you go back home?
I just think a better understanding of the culture and just all the people and how friendly people have been so far. And I love having discussions with people and like learning about what they're doing and like their day-to-day life and stuff. And I realize like we're it's kind of cliched, but we're all kind of the same in our own ways. I mean, we all have to go to work. We all are looking to better our lives, and
We all
pretty
have the
awesome to
same
go
fears.
to
We
other
all want to
places.
be loved. We all want to love, and it is cool. And I hope we take
Just
back
wanna be
some.
loved.
Yeah, I hope we take back some friendships as well, which I think we're going to.
And it's the
so.
same human nature. I mean, whether it's in Pakistan or it's in America, you're the same human being. At the end of the day, you have the same needs and wants and the same aspirations.
We were just
That's right.
having this exact conversation, I think, yesterday. Were we?
Yeah, we were. No matter what walk of life or where you're from or what you do, we're all human beings at the end of the day.
And
so.
I hope that some sort of image about Pakistan has been created in your minds, which is hopefully good. And thank you guys for coming down and changing our perceptions about your country and musicians and telling us how the
Single-handedly.
process is like.
That's right.
And trying to learn our national anthem. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely.
Collaborating
It's been
with our
great.
artists, I'm sure you guys are going to have a fantastic time with Akhtar Chinar, our Balochi folk musician, and you will definitely be performing live in Karachi as well in a huge concert. We're not going to be giving out any details right now, but stay tuned into Radio1Fm91 and the people who will be able to visit you and see you guys perform live. Trust me, you are in for a massive treat because I've had the time of my life sitting here for the past hour and a half, and I hope I haven't bored them to death.
Oh,
absolutely.
awesome.
Neil's the wrong person to be sitting in front of me because he's just got this blank face. He's just like shaking his head.
Blank face? I'm just being a good listener. That's
I don't know about that. Yeah.
He's gonna be walking out and saying,
Yeah.
"Yeah, oh my God, that was such a bad
Just don't
show."
pay
No,
attention to
we're
Neil.
just
Don't pay
warming
attention
up.
to
Really?
Neil.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you trying to do, Neil?
Just pulling your leg. What musical influences do you have, like rock bands, and who do you look up to?
In particular,
Yeah.
one of my artists that I just absolutely love. I love what this artist stands for. Not only do I love the music, the lyrics, the passion. Bob Marley is one of my biggest inspirations, actually, in my life. So. Obviously, we're not playing reggae, and we're not. But I think that his music is sort of from a small child. It was always played in my home and stuff. So I grew up to that, and I think it's formed the vibe of my expression, if you will. So I think somewhere along the lines, whether it's in my lyrics or just in my belief, that's one of a huge inspiration for me.
I grew up on a lot of rock music, and I still kind of stay true to that. And I don't know, I'm a big Rolling Stones fan, stuff like that. I love bands that have fun, and it just shows in their music. And I think the Rolling Stones are the biggest influence on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Neil said, he's been playing electronic music. Like I play in a very different band than this, so it's always nice to come back to the hard rock. And I think we've all kind of
But
rediscovered our love
the
for that.
one connecting thing is those are all just based on just passion,
Yeah,
on just
people have
people
dedicated
who
their
love
lives to it.
what they
Yeah.
do. It's not for pay. It's not. It's because they love it and they love to just connect.
Yeah.
But like Michael said really earlier on in the show, that he was able to do that when he was able to afford it, because it really is difficult for a musician to survive in this industry.
Oh yeah.
That's what
Sure.
people see in Pakistan, especially, that it's really, really difficult for our musicians to survive in our industry, where you don't have the money to take out videos. You need people to
Right.
sponsor your
Right.
songs.
Right.
If like a commercial sponsor comes on board, then people are going to air your videos
Right.
and so on and so forth. Is it the same in America?
It's the exact
100%,
same.
if not more.
It's a tough life. You have to really, really love what you're doing. That's in the arts. That's being an actor. That's being a musician.
Musician,
If you
dancer,
don't love
everything.
it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that's going to make you succeed, is your passion and love. You don't get in it for the money. As I said earlier, it's all about the work and the passion, the craft and the art, and the rest will come. No matter where you're at in your career, I feel that way. I was on a show for 7 years. Here I am, just, doing plays, doing theater, doing acting classes, doing whatever it is that fulfills me as an artist. Because you can, as you get successful in different levels of success, sort of lose sight of that, because you're treated well now, you have everything, you've made it to a certain degree. But once you get too comfortable, I think that's when you start to go down. You have to always want it, always be hungry, always love what you're doing and believe what you're doing and work hard for it, And the thing is too, you can't, it's not about being afraid in this game. Like, we come out with a new album, or I take on another acting job and I don't do well, or I fail, whatever. I learn from that, and I'm not afraid to do that, because I know I'll pick myself up again and I'll be that much better because of it. So I think it's that kind of mentality. But I would tell any young artist, honestly, and I don't know how this comes off, but I would say don't do it unless you love it. That's the advice that I have.
Because you won't be able to survive it then.
It's
you
a
know,
hard
if you don't
life.
love it.
I've been fortunate. We all have.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
I mean, it's but it's tough. I wouldn't trade it for the world, though.
No. There's rough
I'm glad,
times.
because then we wouldn't have had you guys here sitting in front of us and performing for our audience in Pakistan, which, by the way, you guys can even see them. If you go visit our website, which is fm91.com.pk, go to the view live icon there, click on it, and you will be able to see these men right now sitting in our studios with the light shining on their faces, and they're about to perform another song. And the reason why I asked them specifically is about the influences, the musical influences, is because they're about to do a cover.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Well done, well done.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
She's been
Nice
plotting.
lead-in.
That's good. I like that.
So, which song are we doing?
We're gonna do "Rebel Yell" by Billy Idol.
Excellent stuff.
It's a
One of
fun
my favorites.
up-tempo.
My audience is loving you guys, by the way, because that's just the kind of music they love.
Well, they're
Oh,
gonna love
great!
Oh, really?
I hope they
Absolutely.
love this
Bob
rendition.
Marley, we've got Rolling Stones, and
Great.
we've got Pink Floyd. All of
You
that is.
too is.
Yeah,
That's
you too.
Oh,
another
U2,
one
yeah.
for me personally. I love that band.
Yeah,
Sure.
You too, yeah.
Nirvana.
Yeah.